Before we get into this video, y'all, DF has an announcement. We just came out with merch, so that means we got hoodies, shirts, masks, phone cases, player jerseys, anything that you guys see on the screen right in front of you, we got. And for a limited time only, as long as you guys use my code SCREENS at checkout, you guys can earn 10% off any purchase. Use it while you can, and I appreciate the support. YouTube, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Screens. In today's video, man, I'm going to be showing you guys the best dunk animations, badges, and settings for, I would say, literally every player. But I mean, I'm on a big man, so it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to say big man. But you could use it as long as you guys can unlock these dunks. I would say use them. Like, it's literally as simple as that. These are the best dunk animations in the game. You guys are going to get contact dunks. You guys are going to get alley-oop dunks, standing dunks. Literally, I covered everything baseline dunks in this game. So yeah, so if you guys haven't already, man, before I do this, make sure to drop a like, drop a comment, drop a sub with those post notifications. If you guys are new, we are on the road to 25,000 YouTube subs. We're really close to 24,000. I think we're around 300 subs away. So if you guys haven't, hit that like button, smash that sub button, click on the notification bell, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, y'all, so what I'm going to show you guys first is the badges. Now, I made a build that gets 25 finishing badges. It's a more blue than red, and it gets 25, like I said. So I only have 24 out of the 25, so I'm going to show you guys what I have on right now and why I use what I have. So the two most important badges this year for me are Limitless Takeoff and Posterizer. Now, the reason that I say that is because Limitless Takeoff, when I give you guys the dunk packages that are the best in the game, very unblockable shots and dunks and stuff like that, you're gonna need this badge for two of them, and I'm going to explain which two they are, which two dunk packages they are, and how this badge affects them. So if you don't know what Limitless Takeoff does, it basically literally does exactly what it says. Favors dunks and layups from a farther takeoff range. You literally just, the higher you have this badge on, the farther you can start a dunk animation. Now, obviously, if you start a dunk animation, it's going to be really, really hard to pull you out of it. I mean, this year it's kind of different compared to, like, say, for example, like a 2K20 or 21 current gen. But it's just a given that if you guys get into a dunk animation earlier, that's a huge, huge boost. Now, obviously, we know what Posterizer is. It's just the contact dunk badge. If you want to be able to get contact dunks, put this on the highest it can. The next one that I would say is like one of the more important ones is Fearless Finisher. It just says ability to convert contact layups. I've always had a speculation that this works on contact dunks. It works for contact dunks. So I'm just gonna keep it here. Now, this is also my rep grind setup, which is why you see that I have Hall of Fame Lob City. Usually I would rock this on like bronze, but because I wasn't really doing anything the first weekend of the season, and I was just catching lobs and I don't have all my badges maxed out, I only have it on Hall of Fame. But you could turn this down to, like, honestly, just bronze. That's all you would probably need it at. And then you could put the remaining three from this onto like a Slithery Finisher. You could put it on Rise Up and stuff like that, or Unstrippable. So the last two that I have, is Fast Twitch and Grace Under Pressure. These kind of like go hand in hand. So if you guys didn't know, Fast Twitch actually helps your, like, it basically helps you get contact dunks, like standing contact dunks. So if you have Fast Twitch on and you have Posterizer on, this is a really, really underrated duo that not a lot of people know about. And Grace Under Pressure is the same thing. Boost effectiveness on standing shots under or near the basket. So if you have these three, you will notice a lot of like standing contact dunks. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that you're going to get one every single time, because obviously that's just not true. But if you have these three badges on, Fast Twitch is going to help you get a contact dunk earlier. Posterizer is just going to, obviously it's Posterizer, like, come on. And Grace Under Pressure is literally just anything that boosts the effectiveness of a close shot, which is what these three badges do. That's where you guys are going to want to, like, see like a huge difference. Now, I do have one remaining badge that I do need to unlock. So say, for example, I had this on bronze, right? So that would leave me with 4 remaining badges. You could honestly mix it up between Unstrippable, Slithery Finisher, and Rise Up, because I genuinely, like, I don't know the perfect combination. probably something that I would do is like bronze rise up and then like silver slithery and then bronze unstrippable, or like anything like that. Like you guys can feel free to just mix around those 4 last badge points, because obviously they have these have their uses, you know what I mean? So it's like rise up, like if you want to get standing contact dunks more often, not just layups, use that. Slithery also is like the same thing with the fearless badge. I kind of feel like this helps you get more contact dunks. And then unstrippable, obviously if you guys know what ball stripper is, it's actually like really, really good this year, where like guards and honestly anybody can just pluck you when you go up for a dunk, and it is really, really frustrating. So if you have this badge on, it kind of like just counters it. So that's really it, honestly, to be honest with the finishing badges. So now I'm going to take you guys to the settings, and then we'll go into the dunks right there. So for your controller settings, honestly, I would just say rock the default settings. I'm not going to take too long on this, because some people would say like, oh, like should I use like the pro stick function for shots or like dribble moves and stuff? Like if you just leave this on default, that's perfect, because if you put on like dribble moves, you physically will not be able to dunk with the right stick. And dunking with the right stick is probably one of the most important like features of an inside slasher type player. So definitely keep this on default. You wouldn't want to change that. There's really no other setting to like mess around with. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys the dunks right now. All right, guys, so as you guys can see, we have a ton of dunks in the package. Now, I'm going to show you guys, like, the really, really, like, overpowered limitless takeoff dunks that I was talking about. I think as long as I have enough stamina, I should get it here. There's the Jordan dunk, so I'm just kind of guessing that you guys know what badge that is, or what dunk package that is. And then you have these sort of, like, tomahawks that are really, really fast. They honestly aren't, like, ones that you put behind your head, and they're, like, very, very hard to block. Trust me, these are the best contact dunks in the game. Or not even contact dunks, just regular driving dunks in the game. We have a couple standing dunks that are fast. They're not too flashy. You won't get blocked on them. We got the reverses, my favorite ones, which I just did earlier. I can't really show you guys them here. But the reverses, in my opinion, are really, really good. And lastly, we have like these like little quick drop dunks that I also am a fan of. So I'm going to show you guys the dunk packages right here. In my opinion, these are the best dunk packages in the game. They're the safest / flashiest that you guys can get. So to start off, the layup package, we have Long Athlete. This has been the best layup package in the game since it was introduced in, I think, 2K20. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was introduced in 20. And the reason being is that it's literally just a layup package where you get really, really close to the rim, really hard to contest. And with how paint defense is in this game, if they don't get us smothered, it's going to go in. You know what I mean? So that's why I decided to rock with this. Now, the two limitless takeoff dunks are Clyde Drexler and Michael Jordan. So obviously, you have the Jordan free throw line dunk that everybody knows that I just did and I showed you guys. That is a limitless takeoff dunk, which is why you need this badge Hall of Fame. The Clyde Drexler one, apart from that's honestly the first one that he just did, is probably the worst one in the package. And now you see like it's literally just a bunch of fast, explosive tomahawks. That's literally the entire package. It's just those two explosive tomahawks, which you get very, very consistently as long as you have, the limitless takeoff badge. So you're gonna see that you're either gonna get the Michael Jordan free throw line dunk or you're gonna get the Clyde Drexler tomahawk. I would say every single time. So that's why I would say these two are probably the most important, because I'm assuming that you guys are going to do a lot of like driving in and stuff like that, like where you start at the 3-point line and you like roll to the basket and you just take off. So these are the two. Now for standing dunks, because obviously if you are a center, you are going to need standing dunks. I would only have one. I would only have the pro under basket rim pulls. So the reason why I picked this one is because you kind of saw in the little My Court thing that I showed that this is literally just there's no flashiness in these dunks at all. And you may think like, oh, that's kind of like a bad thing. It really isn't, because of how fast you get these dunks off. Like when you have fast twitch and when you have like the rise up badge on bronze, like I said, you guys are going to notice that you're getting these dunks way more often. They're not flashy, so they're not going to get blocked, and you're pulling them off like very, very fast because you have whatever it's called, because you have the fast twitch badge on. So Very, very effective, not flashy, just obviously standing dunks aren't going to be flashy in general unless it's a contact dunk, but you know, they're just really, really efficient. Next, we have the quick drops off one. These are kind of like, these are basically, I would say, safe driving dunks that are like, if you're not like taking off from like 15 feet away from the basket, then this is something that you guys are going to want to use. So I would say that's to go with the quick drops off one, the front clutches. This is a favorite of mine. I love this dunk. This is a dunk that I have on like every single year just because you never get blocked on it. It stays in the front. It stays in front of you every single time. Your guy never like puts the ball back behind his head or to the side. It's always in front of you, and you're trying to dunk it. Same with the quick drops off one that I didn't really talk about. It doesn't really cock it behind your head. It's literally just a fast dunk. Now, especially, not that dunk, but this one, the first one in the package, you're going to notice that dunk. You're going to get that dunk a lot, where it's very, very fast, and it's just a two-hand dunk that just puts it in the basket. Next is the reverse is off one. Same sort of thing. This is a little bit flashier because obviously it's a reverse, but I mean, I've used this dunk in the past. I've used it in 2K20, and I've used it in 21. You don't get blocked on this. Now, the reason why, and if you've watched a few of my other content or just dunk videos in general, I usually go with more dunk packages. This year, I don't have a lot. I only use these, what is this, like 7? Yeah, I only use these 7 dunk packages because in my opinion this year, blocks, especially like chase down blocks, are really, really good. So if you're going up against a player who's like a pure red, who's like got like a very high speed rating, if you do anything like remotely flashy, I think they have a really, really good chance of getting a chase down block on you, which is why I don't want that to happen. I don't want to lose possessions for my team. I just want to put the ball in the basket, you know? So that's all I want to do. And lastly, we have the baseline reverses off one. This is literally just in case you're going baseline. I wouldn't recommend going for these every single time, but this is just for the rare occurrence that you guys are going baseline. And so baseline dunks, in my opinion, are just good every single year, where you just pull the dunk, like you pull the stick to the corner that you're running from if you run the baseline, and you just end up on the other side of the basket. So if someone's behind you, it's really, really hard to block because you end up on the other side of the basket, like I said. So those are the best dunk packages in my opinion. I would say that there's really no other ones that are better. I mean, you could argue that there's like some that could like be utilized, but I mean, I've tried mostly every dunk this year. I've tried like windmills, I've tried 360s. I really am not a fan of them because, like I said, the dunks this year are like they're blockable, like I said, and plus they kind of implemented this year, they kind of nerf slashes where they can like push you out of dunk animations. So that's why I'm going with these. They're really, really safe. There's nothing really to them. Get a lot of animations. You can kind of control what animations you want with the right stick. If you guys want a video on that, let me know, because I do know how to like kind of control my right stick and how to get certain dunk animations to trigger. So if you guys want that, just let me know. I would be down to do that. So comment down below if you guys want that. So it's been your boy Screens. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with those post notifications if you guys are new to the channel. It's been your boy Screens, and I'm out.